Here's to tell us what's going on is Shane Dowling from the Kangaroo Court of Australia. So, Shane, thanks very much for joining us today. And what's going on in the Kangaroo Court?
There's a fair bit going on. One is a bit of a breaking story that I've been working on just the last couple of days, but we'll get to that last. I'll skim over the first couple of issues. Firstly, last week, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese sort of started a fight with Elon Musk, who owns X. So you've got Prime Minister Anthony Albanese picking a fight with Elon Musk, X. Now that's set down for a federal court hearing on the 10th of May. Free speech sort of issue, or Elon Musk is claiming that it's a free speech issue. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is claiming it's a violence issue. Relates to a video of a priest getting stabbed 5 or 6 times. And that was Elon Musk was allowing that on X. But the problem is, you can see pictures of that stabbing everywhere else. And even the Channel 9 News, I saw on that, they showed the stabbing right up to the point of just before he was stabbed. So if the video, which only goes for about 10 seconds, showing him being stabbed, if that's sort of dangerous, why aren't the pictures and the videos of showing him just being stabbed, just up to the point of him being stabbed? They're just promoting the violence just as much, I thought. But that's set down for the federal court hearing on the 10th of May, so that'll be interesting.
Yes.
Now, probably the biggest story over the last week is Scott Morrison's new scam. He's publishing a book, and he's claimed he had mental health issues, anxiety. He claimed, and he said it was acute, and that if he hadn't had medication, would have led to severe depression. Now he's put that in a book, and he had that extract published by the Australian Rupert Murdoch's News Corp, the Australian newspaper, and saying, it's acute and all these sorts of issues. But then people started to wise up, and these people started asking questions. Well, media did. And they said, well, what medication were we actually on? And he refused to say. But he said he's had acute anxiety. Then he put out a video saying it was mild. Now, that's a couple of days after it'd been in the media, and people are starting to ask a lot of questions. He's come out and said it's mild because he doesn't want to answer questions, obviously. Now, I've dubbed it the Book of Lies, the book that'll be coming out in the next couple of days. I think it's just another scam for him to make money, especially when he's playing on the mental health card to try and boost sales, and probably trying to justify a lot of his failings as Prime Minister, because he's a very polarising sort of person. A lot of people don't like him. I've covered numerous Prime Ministers, and I can say without a doubt he's the most disliked Prime Minister we've ever had. Well, in the last sort of 5 or 6 Prime Ministers. And the big story that I've been working on the last couple of days is that Australian Federal Police, 5 police officers, including AFP Commander Michael Chew, they're all from the Australian Federal Police have a number of divisions, and they do the local policing for the ACT. So one of their divisions is ACT policing, and they have X amount of police, I don't know, a couple of hundred or whatever it is, police in the ACT, Canberra, doing the local policing. And 5 of those police officers, including Commander Michael Chew, are suing the ACT government and former ACT Director of Public Prosecution, Shane Drumgold, for defamation regarding the Bruce Lehrmann defamation case. They're claiming because Shane Drumgold wrote a letter which was published saying they were leaning on him, well, he was claiming they were leaning on him not to instituting the rape proceedings against Bruce Lehrmann. So they're suing for defamation. I couldn't believe it. That's only come out on Monday. The Guardian is the only paper who's run the story. Now, the Guardian ran the story, but they obviously only had someone giving them the information, a source of some sort, because it was fairly limited. And it wasn't on the Federal Court's website until 5 o'clock yesterday. And I'd done a video during the day based on the Guardian story. about them suing. And then I hit the website last night at 5 o'clock. So I did an article which I published this morning because I know the 5 police officers now. When The Guardian wrote their story on Monday, they only knew the name of one, Detective Inspector Marcus Borman. But when I was on the website last night, I had all the 5 police officers. You know, you got Commander Michael Chuse, Detective Superintendent Scott Moller, Detective Inspector Marcus Borman, Senior Constable Emma Frizzell, and Senior Constable Trent Matters. So obviously, the first question you ask is who's paying for it? Because you've got basically government employees suing the government for defamation, which I cannot recall ever happening before.
Right.
You have government employees who'll sue the media at times, like politicians even, or judges. I've seen judges sue media, but for the employees to be suing their employer, in effect. So I contacted ACT Policing, or I contacted the Federal Police media team. They bounced it off to ACT Policing media team, asking who's paying for it, and they've gone back to me and said, no, ACT Policing or AFP are covering court costs in this matter. Those AFP members are suing the ACT government in a private capacity.
Wow.
So they're paying for it themselves. So you have to wonder, is there conflict between those federal police, the Australian Federal Police, for suing their employer, the ACT government? So that's the story. And the question you could ask, why are no other media reporting on it? Because they're all reporting other issues relating to Bruce Lehrmann, like Senator Linda Reynolds suing in Western Australia and suing Brittany Higgins and her partner David Schradd. They're also reporting that Bruce Lehrmann's considering an appeal. So they're not touching this story over the last couple of days, and I have to wonder why. Something strange is going on, but I'm sure we'll hear more of that in the next sort of week or two. And that's pretty well it there, Robert.
It's without your publication, the Kangaroo Court, we probably wouldn't hear stories like this, would we, Shane?
Well, I'm the only one covering it at the moment. Well, The Guardian covered the initial story on Monday, but I'm the one who's followed it up. No one else has for some reason. Okay.
Now, if anyone out there would like to get more information, they can go to kangaroocourtofaustralia.com. That's kangaroocourtofaustralia.com. Shane, thank you so much for joining us again today, and hopefully we'll talk to you next Wednesday.
That'd be great. Thanks a lot, Robert.
Cheers. Thank you.